Okay, let's see if we can get back to winning ways. We get someone else in the Ultra League. And I don't want to go first. I definitely prefer to go second and lead with Itchy Pollen. Okay. So I get Snorunt, Moltres. At least I have the Arven. And they start the monkey with an energy. Oh, I grab another Arven. Okay, we'll take that. And let's do Buddy Buddy Poffin as well as the Air Balloon. And I will grab Badoo plus another Snow Runt. Air Balloon the active. Retreat into Badoo. And let the item locking begin. I'm not attaching an energy just yet. I don't need to. If I end up needing the Mega Froslass, then I may. But generally, I want to keep those for Monkey Dory first. So they do bench a Latias, but nothing else. Okay, Arven. Ooh, Precious Trolley Bravery Charm. Okay. So chances are with the trolley that this is a Mega Box build, but of course under item lock they can't play the trolley. All they can do is Adrenabrain, 10 damage back to me. And so yeah, if I attack them, they Adrenabrain again, that would be a knockout, which I'd like to avoid. So let's do this. I'm going to grab the Nest Ball to grab a monkey. And Bravery Charm. Yep, there's monkey. Bravery Charm on the Badoo. It feels so silly, but if all they can do is move back 10 damage each time, then it's going to be plenty. Also Froslass, and so one monkey is not going to be enough, especially when I have my own monkey to move it back. Here you go, 10 damage for you. And Itchy Pollen. You'll notice I've not put the Artisan into play because they've got nothing. And honestly, there's not a whole lot they would be able to get. Well, actually, I say that, but then, Mega Box, Mega Absol relies on Absol, Kangaskhan, but they do have other non-EX Pokemon they use. Like Yveltal, it would get them a second monkey, so I don't want to give them another way to get Pokemon in play. And they're just going to Monkey Door it back to me. A second Dark Energy on it. Okay. So maybe they're thinking they'll be able to... Well, no, they got free retreat right now. I don't know why you would want two Dark Energies on a monkey. Well, let's start by moving this damage back. Itchy Pollen. Eventually they're going to go down because I am adding damage from the Freezing Shroud, I'm adding damage from the Itchy Pollen. They can only move 30 over to me, which I will immediately just move back to them. Okay, so they Bravery Charm the monkey. We saw them grab that earlier in the game, but I guess they were kind of hoping to use it on something more impactful. However, if this monkey goes down and all they have is Latias, now the thing is, if I'm moving over damage from the Badoo, then I'm not moving damage from the monkey, which is starting to tick up. And since I'm not using the Moltres or the Artisan, I can get rid of those. Grab myself a second monkey. And now we can really start to do some damage. Bring all this back. Second monkey. And yeah, I think they'll go down next turn. Maybe, yeah, because they only need 40 left now. It'll tick over again. Well, no, of course, you know, minus the 30 that they bring to me. So 30, and then take back 60. So not quite, but it's close. Oh, penny, that's annoying. Okay. So all the damage I did is wiped away, but that's a penny that they can't use later on. So I'm forcing them to use a lot of resources just to keep this monkey alive. Now the Bravery Charm also did go back in the hand. So will they re-put it back on Monkey Dory, or will they save it for something else? I did get a second Froslass. Do I use it? I think so, yeah, because that'll be 2 Freezing Shroud damage between turns. Yeah, we'll just Itchy Pollen. I like the confirmation that it didn't add an energy somewhere, because then it's like, oh wait, I do want to do something else. And so now, if they don't put the Bravery Charm on the monkey, it will go down next turn. One monkey is not enough to handle 2 Freezing Shrouds, plus 2 opposing monkeys. And they attach the Turbo Energize to it. Will they retreat? Yeah, okay. So they're going to Turbo Energize onto Latias? Surely they don't have Psychic Energy in the deck. Okay, and they do get Lilies, so they get a new hand of 8. And they do Turbo Energize, okay. For a Dark Energy. Maybe they're just putting it in play because they can energy switch it later. Oh, and there's my own team Energize. Well, not that I need it. Okay, so let's Adrena Brain. And I did decide to just go ahead and put all of that onto the Latias because Itchy Pollen is 10, brings them to 90, and then 2 Freezing Shrouds, they're going to go down. So I stacked up as much as I could on the bench before. And if they were to put Pheasantipity in play, because this was knocked out during checkup and not on my turn, Flip the Script also wouldn't activate. Ooh, okay. And that's a Toad School. So Toad School, INO. That's unfortunate. I was about to have a third monkey. But really, it's fine. I draw into 2 other Pokemon that I don't need. Ooh, and they draw into Yveltal. So they'll be able to retreat and maybe Clutch. But Clutch is going to do even less than Adrena Brain. Oh, they get Adrena Brain also. But they're only going to be able to attach to 1. And they're not going to be able to Energy Switch because Energy Switch is an item. And seeing that Toad School, seeing the Yveltal, so all of this kind of confirms that it is the Absol box. And with the Toad School, I think it's even the EUIC winner. So this past weekend, the European International Championship, and they had Toad Scroll to beat the Goldango. But we haven't seen a Mega yet, so is it just that powerful to item lock them? Or did they prize all of the big boys? Okay, Latias goes down. That's 2 more prizes. More energy for me. Okay. Let's Adrena Brain. And let's move this onto the Toad School, because that'll be an easy knockout next turn. 3rd monkey down. 3rd energy. Oh man, yeah, this is just nasty. We'll just take out the Toad School now. And I'm down to 2 prizes. Itchy Pollen. And I can now move over 90 damage every turn, so I don't see a way out for them. It's kind of just too far gone at this point. Another Lily's Determination. Okay, there's Pecharunt. More confirmation this is Absol box. But will they have enough energy to Irritated Outburst? None, they just concede. So they tried. They kept going for a long time, but literally spent the entire game under item lock. And that is the power of Badoo. And that's also a prestige level. Hooray!